right, everybody, good afternoon. This is Bob Turner coming at you live from Foley's Fitness. We're doing another episode of the Ordinary People Doing Extraordinary Things podcast. We're sitting here with Mike Hight today. He's a member here at Foley's Fitness, a very recognizable face. You don't typically come to this place and not see this guy. So I've run into him a bunch over the last several months and gotten to know him a little bit through mutual friends. And somebody said, well, you ought to have Mike on your podcast. So that's all somebody has to say to me and we're off and running. So I'm going to let Mike introduce himself here in a second, but I wanted to thank Mike Foley and Foley's Fitness for letting us do this here. It's been a great place to sit and do our podcast. I want to thank Mitchell Powers from Powers Promotions, the man behind the camera who helps us out all the time and sits and has to watch every one of these as they happen. I say I'm my own sponsor with Turner Builders. That's what I do in my spare time. I said that on the other one. So sometimes when I'm doing podcasts, I'm kind of mowing my lawn while my house is on fire. But I enjoy it. People say that I'm all right at it, so we keep doing it. Trying to meet people who are doing cool stuff, doing neat stuff, dealt with some adversity or kind of persevering and just kind of doing their own thing and blazing their own trail. So to that end, I've seen this guy around and I'm like, you know, that guy looks like about a 35-year overnight success right there. He probably just walked into the gym one day and started looking like that, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about that and what he gets around that kind of stuff, which is kind of fun. And talk about kind of aging into working out as we crest over that 50-year mark and all that has to offer. So anyway, Mike, thanks for sitting down with us for a bit.
Thank you.
I know this is your normal workout time. I know you worked out early to accommodate us, so thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Awesome. Well, my name's Michael Hight. I grew up in the Portland area, Munjoy Hill mostly, Bayside. Went to Portland schools. Went to college for physical therapy in Newton, Massachusetts, LaSalle College. Came back to Maine, and here I am.
Cool. All right. So are you're a PT?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you're helping people.
I am.
All right.
So I'm doing home care right now.
Yep.
In the home care setting, I've worked in every setting from hospitals to outpatient nursing home, rehab centers, and now home care, where I'm going to people's homes and giving them therapy. It's mostly elderly people or people that have had joint replacements.
Yep.
And I think I love this setting the best, because I get to be out on the road and you get to know somebody when you go to their homes and build quite a rapport with them. So I'm enjoying it, especially this summer. It's been beautiful. I've been able to get out and just ride around, run some errands in between patients, come to the gym between patients.
Well, that's kind of nice. I mean, it takes what could otherwise be a clinic job.
Yes.
And adds a little bit of moving around to it.
Absolutely. You know? I don't think I could go back to working in a hospital or a rehab center again after being able to be out. And yeah.
How long have you been doing it?
22 years since I graduated, and I worked for a couple of years at a rehab center in Portland.
Yep.
So 24 years altogether.
Yep. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Yeah.
It's been a good field.
So let's talk about the gym a little bit. You're here all the time. Other than Mike Foley, like when I come here, I know I'm going to see you.
Yeah.
Either come in or going or locker room or whatever.
Yeah.
And we got together and talked last week and just kind of prepped for this a little bit. And you know, one of the things you said you get sometimes is people that will be like, "Oh wow, you know, I mean, you're in great shape. Must be nice," you know. And it takes a lot of work, right? I mean, they don't see you walk through the door every day at 4 o'clock and work on it.
Yeah.
And are there days when you don't want to come? And how do you deal with those days?
It's a commitment, and I'm lucky because I know a lot of people don't like to work out or exercise, and I just enjoy it. I know how it's going to make me feel after, so that's one of the biggest motivations to get in here, is the mental aspect. But yeah, when people make comments like that, I tell them, you know, it takes a long time, but you've got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Just get in here and do something.
Right.
And sometimes I'll offer to, you know, meet them here and show them around and maybe give them a little routine.
Yep.
But yeah, most people are good. And I've gotten to meet a lot of people here at the gym. So the social aspect of it is always nice too.
Yeah.
Although sometimes you're in a hurry and want to get through your workout, and you see everybody and you want to say hi. And when you get to know a lot of people, I'm sure you experience this too. You spend a lot of time
Like, oh, hey, there's
Just,
Michael. Yeah, chat with him.
Take the headphones out, say hello. So,
It's like I was telling you the other day, you put them in, don't even turn them on.
Yeah.
And when they saw you, just,
That's the trick. That's the trick. I can't hear you.
right. Well, I mean, so to do that, I mean, you've been doing it a long time. So I always talk, one of the things that comes up on my podcast all the time is mindset. So what's your mindset around, working out for the day, for the week, for the month, for the year? How do you wrap your mind around that, or is it just your lifestyle? Like I go to the gym, it's my thing.
I think at this point it has to be a lifestyle. I think that's the word. And again, I enjoy coming to the gym because I know how it's going to make me feel. And at this age, it's more about
About 32.
Yeah. Well, it's about how long I've been working out. It's more about how it makes me feel and staying strong, rather than the aesthetic part of it. That's always a nice side effect of working out. I think when you're younger, that's what you look for, is you want to look good.
Right.
And that certainly was my motivation when I was younger, because I was a chubby kid, and the fitness craze was just starting to come to Maine.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of got into it. I started going to the local gym, didn't know what I was doing, watched the guys around, started following them around and figuring out what they were doing, and then started researching fitness routines and just went from there, and have really enjoyed it, made a lot of good friendships and met a lot of really nice people at the gym.
What kind of, were you into sports as a kid? Did you lift as a kid? Or?
I wasn't athletic at all. I tried different things, but I really, because I was a little overweight and a little awkward. I'm 6'6" now, and I grew quickly, so it took me a long time to kind of come into my height. And so I think I would consider myself more athletic now, but as a kid, I played a little basketball in junior high school, and that was about it.
Yeah.
And other than that, yeah.
You're 6'6" now. How tall were you as a senior in high school?
I was probably like 6'4".
So they must have been looking for you to play ball.
They did.
Yeah.
That's why I played.
There weren't
in
always
junior
that
high.
many tall kids, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, my teachers wanted me to play, but I just didn't have enough confidence in myself.
Yeah. Well, talk about confidence for a second, because we chatted about this. We might as well get into it. Is one of the things that we touched on when we were just kind of shooting the shit earlier, is that, one of the things you said, you used to dim your light for others. Mm-hmm. And I thought that, I grabbed onto that. I said, we can talk about that, because I think a lot of people do that. And you find somebody has some success in something, and they downplay it, or they display this self-deprecating behavior. Yeah. Or, hey, you're really good at that. And you say, oh, well, hey, Yeah. So how have you, give me some examples of how you may have dimmed your light for others in the past.
I didn't realize when I was younger that I was doing that. And if someone were to give me a compliment about anything, I would, like you said, the self-deprecating humor, I'd kind of just, just try to get it away from you, because I didn't feel like I was worthy of it, first of all. And then I saw that it was making some people uncomfortable because they were insecure about themselves or their situation. And so I would downplay myself or dim my light, like you said. And I wasn't aware that I was actually doing that until I started reading about it. And then just started owning, who I am and what I am. I know who I am as an adult now. And instead of dimming my light, I try to raise other people's lights.
Who are you as an adult?
Who am I?
Who's Michael Hight?
I'm a full-grown man. I am a physical therapist. I know I'm a good man with a good heart. And I think if you talk to anybody here, they would pretty much tell you that. I'm friendly, outgoing. I know what I look like. I can look intimidating to a lot of people. And if I don't say anything, I know I can look kind of scary. And I learned that early on to sort of break the ice and
what kind
put
of
a
ways do
smile
you
on my
have
face.
to diffuse that?
Just by just smiling at people and nodding, and because I had more than one person say to me, you look like you're angry when you're not when you're not laughing.
Well, I'll be honest, I've been in here before. First few times I saw you, Jesus Christ, guy's a freaking monster. Right. But he smiled at me. you know, or he said, hey, how's it going? You know, so that was good. But yeah, you're right. When I first look at you, I go, whoa, you know, because not everybody puts the time and effort and dedication into working out and working on themselves that you do.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, I enjoy it. And some days it's difficult to, you know, if I'm not in the best of moods, to be able to cheer somebody else up or make somebody else feel comfortable who might be a little intimidated.
Yeah.
But I can usually pull it out. You know?
You find that that's one of the ways to make yourself feel better, is to just help someone else.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's a universal theme. Is you know, when you're down, if you can give to somebody else, it's going to make you feel better. So always in service of others.
You mentioned you did some reading. What kind of things have you read that have helped you?
I've read the last thing I read recently was a book by Oprah Winfrey. What I Know for Sure was the title of it.
Yeah.
It was inspiring to listen to some of her stories. I think people think about her now. She's a successful, you know, billionaire. She came from nothing.
Yeah, she did.
Just no running water.
Other side of the tracks.
Yeah, in Mississippi.
Yeah.
So to hear some of the stories that she went through and to be where she's at now and the lessons she learned, it was inspiring. A lot of things we've already talked about kind of came from that book. And once you hear somebody else's story, I think you can relate. I think everyone can relate to a certain extent. And then it makes you think about yourself in your own life and making changes that you need to change.
Yeah, for sure. What do you have much, one of the things I've been looking at a lot is this negative self-talk. Do you have much of that? And if so, how do you get rid of it?
I think we all do. It's gotten better with age, as we talked about. Once you get to sort of know yourself more. When I was younger, certainly, as I said, I was a chubby kid, and I was a tall kid, and so I felt awkward.
Yep.
I was different. I looked different. So that negative stuff was always there, and it took me quite a while to realize that, and to kind of change that conversation in my head, and not think that, you know, people were saying negative things about me, because that was running through my head, and the negative things I would think about myself.
Right.
So it's taken years to sort of be aware of that and to change it, but it definitely is better. I still have days where you look in the mirror or something's gotten you down. I think we all go through that, but like I said, it gets less and less with time, because you know yourself more and you know the things that are important in your life.
No, for sure, and that's a constant battle. So as you've aged and worked out and done your thing, I always say you are what you surround yourself with, right?
Yeah.
Was there a time, like, has your friend group changed over the years as you've become more and more committed and dedicated to the gym and your own personal well-being?
Yeah, for sure. Some friends that sort of got into it when I got into it have sort of died off in a sense. They didn't keep it up.
Yeah.
Where I still enjoy it, and I know I need it mentally. So you do sort of gravitate towards people that share interests, and that's definitely the case.
How are your workouts different today than they might have been 20 years ago? Because we're not 25 anymore, but for your age, you're a young-looking guy. You're in here, you're kicking ass. But are you doing what you used to do? Are you doing more, or are you doing less?
That varies too. I'm definitely doing less weight. You know, the saying is lift smarter, not heavier, right? And so I'm definitely trying to do that. When I was younger, you tend to throw around the weight, right? You don't even, and your body can take it until you get a certain age, and those joints start to wear out a little bit. So you become smarter about it.
How about your recovery? Does it take you longer to work out I mean, if you want to, you're 59?
I'll 58. Yeah.
58.
Next month.
Yeah. I mean, you don't look 58. So,
thanks,
I mean, it's, when we talk about the mental benefit of coming in here, that's a real physical benefit of it, right? So you kind of outrunning Father Time here a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, none of us are getting out of here alive.
No, absolutely not. I think, lifestyle, as we said, it is a lifestyle, definitely pays, has a lot to do with, how you look in general and how you feel. And I think that shows on your face.
Well, even if it's not, like I was just talking to Marty Joyce one of the members here.
Yeah.
And I've known Marty since I was a kid. And
Amazing.
We shot the shit for a few minutes, and one of the things that he said is that he's 75 years old, and he's just his quality of life is decent, you know, because he comes to the gym, he makes it a habit, and he said, Bob, I said, I'm not doing what I used to do.
Yeah.
Can't. He says, I don't care. He says, this is a new chapter, and I'm doing new things.
Yeah.
So do you find that you kind of move through phases that way?
Yeah, and that's exactly how to look at it. He's amazing.
Yeah.
And talk about light. I mean, he's a light for me. He's one of those people that lights me up when I come here.
Yeah.
Just to see him is an inspiration, and I feel like I can do that now also. And
he just didn't he just set a world record for
Yes.
powerlifting?
Yeah, it's crazy.
75 years old.
It's awesome.
Kicking ass,
Awesome.
taking names.
Yeah.
I like it. So, yeah, no, that's good. And one of the things that we talked about too is the rear view mirror and the windshield, right? The rear view mirror is smaller because you should be looking out the windshield.
Yes.
You seem like a guy that's always looking forward.
I definitely try that. There's some challenging times where it's hard to let go of the past, but it's definitely a work in progress, and it doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, but if you can think positive and think about, you know, what's ahead and be grateful, that's the big key note for me now is gratitude.
Gratitude.
Being thankful for, you know, everything in my life, everything good, everything that's brought me to this point, even the challenging times, because that's when you grow. That's when you learn, right?
Makes you who you are, right?
Absolutely.
All the stuff that you've been through. Have you had some times in your life where you've had some adversity and the gym has taken a back seat, or have you always been able to power through and keep it part of your life?
I think for the most part, it has been the consistent thing that's kind of gotten me through some challenging times. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So once again, knowing that I'm gonna feel better once I'm done working out, and you get those endorphins, no matter how you feel, whatever kind of day you're having, if you can get in here and just do a little something, makes a huge difference.
So it's kind of your anchor point.
Absolutely.
Come to the gym.
Yeah, I don't even like to think about if there's a day when I won't be able to come to the gym due to some injury or just, you know, age eventually stops me, because I know that'll be difficult. I think I'll always do something, and some of my patients that I see live at facilities now, assisted living, and so they're limited what they can do, so I'll go in and do a little something with them. So hopefully when I reach that age, there'll be someone coming in to do that for me as well.
Paying it forward, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I get that you do that here in the gym too. I mean, I know that people come to you, you help them out.
Yeah.
You're not, like you said, you're not somebody, and there's people in the gym that you don't want to approach, you know, and even though you may at times not look approachable, people can come to you and say, hey, what do you think about this? What should I do here or there?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know? Yeah,
and it's nice. As you said, some people might be a little intimidated, or I might look unapproachable some days, but I'm always willing and excited to give any advice.
Yep.
If someone has any questions about workout routines, or even using a certain machine, or just to be where I'm at, you know, looking at me, it might inspire them, which is, that in itself is quite a compliment.
Now, 35 plus years going to the gym, it hasn't always been this gym.
Right.
So I've known Mike a long time. I know you have, and this was his dream.
Yes.
So what do you think of the place?
It's amazing.
I mean, it's awesome.
It's the best gym in Maine, I
Yeah.
think. And I think the best gym I've been to in general.
Yeah.
It's big, it's light, everything is new and working,
Clean.
clean. The
Yep.
staff is awesome. Mike's great. His family's even involved.
Yeah.
Joe, it's crazy. It's,
Yeah.
I'm happy to come here.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a real beacon of light, I think, not just in the community, but amongst just all the guys that either used to go to Worlds or wherever.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those faces here. And like I said, he's built a community.
he has.
You know?
I've worked out in a lot of gyms. I've worked out in basement gyms with no windows, and that I didn't realize how that affected me. Like I need this
It
light.
is nice
I need
and
to
bright
be able
in
to
here.
see outside. It's
Yeah.
bright. The ceilings are high.
Yeah.
So it's perfect.
What else do you do? I mean, you work, go to the gym. What else do you do? What do you do in your spare time?
Oh man, well, this time of year and this summer in particular, the beach any chance I can get. It's been such beautiful weather. I
Yep.
love to swim, in the ocean. Just being social with friends, and
Yep.
I work a couple of nights a week at a restaurant, just hosting,
Yep.
standing outside. Again, it's been beautiful weather, so
Yep.
that's kind of my social time too. It's been fun.
Staying active.
Staying active, yeah, really busy,
Yeah.
which is good. It's
Yeah.
good.
You see a lot of people struggle with starting and stopping. I know, of course, if you come to a gym January 1st,
Yeah.
you're lucky to get a parking spot. But
Yeah.
this time of year, all of a sudden you pull in and it's a little easier to park,
Yeah.
a little easier to get on that machine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what do you say to people that start, stop, or that are struggling with, well, maybe I'll start going to the gym. I got to go to the gym. Is
Yeah.
the gym the answer?
Yeah.
You know?
I tell everybody to go to the gym. I think
Go
the
to the
gym
gym.
is the answer for everything, actually. I really do. It has been for me. Just if you're not even sure what to do, just come in and, hop on a bike for 10 minutes.
Yep.
5 minutes if that's all you can do. And the way that I started was just kind of watching people. Now you can get on the internet and look up routines,
Yeah.
for beginners.
Right.
Or whatever, if you are diabetic or whatever condition you might have, there's everything out there for you to educate yourself with. And there's great trainers here too. If you want to hire a trainer, Mike is really knowledgeable, and his nutrition information is amazing. He's helped me more than a couple of times. So yeah, just get here. Summer for me has always been my favorite time to work out. I'm kind of opposite from a lot of
Really?
guys, I think. And I think for the reason you mentioned was it's not that busy.
Right.
And I just feel better in the summer.
Yeah.
You're a little looser.
Yeah.
The hot weather is nice.
Let's talk about nutrition for a minute. I mean,
Yeah.
Mike's here. I know he's helped you out, but I mean, what's a typical day of food look like for you? Are you eating pretty? You must be eating pretty clean.
I try for the most part.
Yeah.
I've fallen off the wagon this summer. I think like a lot of people.
Right.
Just being social
Sure.
and going to parties and barbecues and
Yeah.
but typically I try to stick with the diet that Mike gave me, and that was a higher protein, moderate carb
Yep.
diet of, I'll do a protein shake in the morning and then pack a couple of lunches of chicken and broccoli or chicken and rice, maybe have a bagel, and then maybe a couple of more dinners of the chicken and rice and broccoli. It's kind of boring.
It's
And
not
some people
sexy.
don't like that.
It's not sexy at
But-
all.
That's just kind of how
Right.
I do it. You can vary it if you need different types of food, and a lot of people do need that variation. But I'm just it's easier for me to just do the same thing.
Do you food prep like on Sunday and get everything
I
ready, or
don't.
do you shoot from the hip all week?
I have when I'm really like in the zone. I have this summer, not at all. I just kind of will run to the store and get, a half pound of turkey to
Right.
eat for lunch real quick, and then go again. And so yeah.
I find that, like, if I stayed in my cooler, in other words, whatever I packed in my cooler
Yeah.
for lunch that day,
yeah.
if I stayed in that, things were going to be good.
Yeah.
If I came out of that, once I stepped out of that
That's it.
box and headed to the store to get something,
Yeah.
all bets are off.
That's a good idea. Yeah, if you
You
can
know?
if you can pack everything, which it's a bit of work.
a little work, yeah.
But it's a commitment, like we said, and if you're serious about it. When I first started seeing results from being on that diet, that's what really motivated me
Yeah.
to stick with it.
I've heard people say that it's, 80%, people think it's 80% gym, 20% diet. It's really 80% diet, 20% gym.
Absolutely.
Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, yes. I think when I really got strict about my diet, about a year and a half ago was the first time I really
Yeah.
could see abs. First time.
Right.
At 56 years old.
Wow.
So, and that was all diet.
Huh.
I did nothing else different. My workout was the same.
It's changed what you were eating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you had times where you just way off the wagon food-wise, but still working out?
Yeah. I try to, unfortunately, a lot of times they go together. If my diet falls off, I usually slack at the gym too.
Yeah.
But this summer, I've been trying to at least stay in the gym
Yeah.
while my diet's not great,
Right.
just to keep it going somewhat.
Well, and I think what we're hearing is that this guy isn't always perfect. You know what I mean? You might look at him and go,
By
wow,
any means.
he's got his shit together and he's right on it all the time. But here's a guy that might miss a gym visit or might not eat quite right all the time. But
Right.
if you look at it on the macro, so to speak, over the course of a year, you're in the gym more than you're not. And you're eating
That's
right
right.
more than you're not.
That's right.
So you're winning the game.
That's right.
On
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of getting down on yourself, which I tend to do if I don't come in here, the guilt hits and
Yeah.
So, but that's a good way to look at it. If the majority of the time you're good.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I say that is because some people might be like, well, hey, I ate like crap today, might as well not go to the gym.
Yeah.
Or, I didn't go Monday, I didn't go Wednesday, so,
Yeah.
well, screw it.
Right.
I'll take Friday off,
Right.
start next week.
Right.
I'll start next Monday.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
When really, if you just say,
Exactly.
I'm just going over and I'm just
Go.
gonna get something in.
Just go.
you
You'll
know?
feel better.
Yeah.
You'll feel better. That was my whole point. Just start. Just do something.
I used to, when I coached triathletes, give them the 10-minute rule. They'd say, well, I'm not up for a run today. I don't feel like going for a run today.
Yeah.
Do 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Go do 10 minutes and see what happens.
That's it.
Chances are you're committed, and if it was a 30-minute run or whatever, you're going to stay and do the rest because
That's
now
it.
you're out there. Well,
Right.
the best part is just run 15 minutes from home so you have to turn around and go back.
There you go. That's perfect. That's
Yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
Do you do anything outside the gym, like any kind of running or anything like that?
I'm not a runner. I've tried
Yeah.
at different times. I think I'm just too big.
Yeah.
And I think I never learned to run properly.
Yeah.
I land too heavy.
Right.
It's hard
That'd
on
be
my
tough
joints.
on your joints.
Yeah. So I love to do like the elliptical, although I haven't done it for a while. I'm definitely needing to do more cardio.
Yeah.
But
How long, when you do cardio, how long do you do it for?
usually 30 minutes
Yeah.
at the most. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to do your workout when you come in here on a Tuesday afternoon or whatever? How long you here?
It depends on what muscle groups I'm doing. If I'm doing, say, just chest one day or chest and back, it can take up to 2 hours. I don't like to be here any longer than 2 hours. It's too long.
Yeah.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
Usually I'm out of here by an hour and a half. Yeah.
What do you do if you're short on time? You got a meeting, got something, you got a family thing?
Yeah.
Do you have a short one you come in and just
I'll
pop out?
Yeah, I'll just do whatever I can do. Just kind of do my same routine and see where I end up in an hour.
Yeah.
And again, I always feel like at least I'm doing something.
Yeah.
It wasn't my full routine, but
Yeah. Do you have people that say, he's going to the gym all the time, you can't do anything, you're not here, you're at the gym, you're at the gym. Do you get some of that?
oh yeah, for sure. And again, it goes back to it being a lifestyle and your goals. What are you looking for? When I first started, it was for aesthetic reasons. I wanted to lose weight. I wanted to look better to myself, and but then over time that changed, and it became more about health reasons and strength. So yeah.
I think you think more clearly too.
Oh, absolutely.
You know,
There's so many benefits to it. Your skin looks better. Your whole body's functioning better.
how much water do you drink in the course of the day?
Oh boy. I don't know if I've ever completely measured it, but it's at least well over a gallon.
Wow.
Well over a gallon, yeah.
I've tried that. I get about halfway into a gallon, and I'm like, I don't know how people do this.
Yeah.
Going to the bathroom every 5 minutes, but
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I know some people don't like water. They just don't like water, and I again, am fortunate. I like water.
Right.
So it's no problem
nice.
for me to drink a lot.
And if you're traveling around, you're going to different places, you keep it with you, keep it on your seat,
Yeah.
get it in.
Yeah, I load up my car for the day when I'm going to see my patients, and
Yeah.
just drink it throughout the day, which can be a pain because then you have to find restrooms along the road.
Yeah.
I think I know where every restroom in Southern Maine is by now.
Right. What about if you travel? You find a hotel gym, or what do you do?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. If I'm staying for any length of time, find the hotel gym or wherever the local gym is.
Do you have an off day?
Yeah, when I'm really good, I'll be here 6 days a week. Lately, again, because of summer and just having more social time, it's been probably 4 times I'm averaging, 4 to 5 times. So yeah, I'll take 1 day off when I'm really on it.
Interesting to note that your your decreased effort is 4 to 5 days at the gym.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's when you're
Yeah.
really not hitting it on all
Right.
8 cylinders, where,
Right.
you know, some people might be like, well, my basis is 3 days and my off is
Right.
goose egg.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, well, cool. It's been great kind of sitting here and just kind of shooting the shit for a minute.
Yeah.
I've walked by you 1,000 times in this place and said hello and all that, and caught up with you one night
Yeah.
out with some friends,
Yes,
and Dave said, hey, you should get Mike on your podcast. I said, you know what? Yeah, absolutely. So as it turns out, a bunch of them have been here at Foley's, and it's been a great place to just sit and do this. I appreciate you taking the time to do it. You know, you got the floor. Is there any, like, what would you say as we wrap this up? What would you say to somebody that's thinking about working out or doesn't want to work out or would like to lose some weight or just needs to get going? What advice would you give?
Sure. Well, thank you. First of all,
Sure.
thank you for having me. This has been fun.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of your podcasts with Mike, and they're awesome.
Cool. Thank you.
Awesome. I think, again, just if you're thinking about coming in, just come in. There's some great trainers here and great staff that will show you around. If you're not sure what to do, they'll show you around. And you can look up routines on any platform on the internet now. And just get started. Just do something. You'll feel better. And it's a great, healthy thing that you're doing for yourself. And you'll meet a lot of great people at the gym here especially.
If someone wanted to reach out to you with a direct message or something, would you talk to them about the gym?
Yeah, absolutely.
How do they get a hold of you? On Facebook?
I am on Facebook. It's my name's Michael Hight, Hight. You can find me there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look him up. Check him out. Get over here to Foley's and take a couple of cuts at him. See what happens. I'm just kidding. So, guys, thanks for watching. Michael, thank you for being with us. Thanks for being willing to do it. Thank you to Mike Foley and the team here at Foley's Fitness for putting up with another podcast here today. This is the Ordinary People Doing Extraordinary Things podcast. I think this might be episode number 20 or so. We'll figure that out.
Awesome.
We'll get it uploaded. Guys, shoot us a follow on Apple Podcasts. We're on Podbean. Got a YouTube channel. We'll put all that stuff in there. This is Michael Hight. He's over here at Foley's Fitness. Come check it out. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Take care. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.